Today's incident will wake up your soul. Please watch the incident till the end, where a bad-tempered and mischievous son killed his mother while she was fasting. To know what happened to him after that, you must watch the video till the end. Friends, there lived a woman in a distant village. After her husband's death, she was gifted with a son from Allah. Seeing as her husband died while she was pregnant and then her child was born, that is, she got her child instead of her husband, so her son was the whole world to her. He loved his son very much. He wanted to support his son well, to raise his son according to Islamic law. He was teaching his son. The child was very polite as a child. She was very motherly. He obeyed all the words of his mother, because at that time his mother's world was only that. Now she used to go out and do hard work, go to people's houses to work, worship and take care of her son. When he was young, he was always in front of his mother's eyes. Mother scolded him for any act, disciplined him, corrected his mistakes. But now he is growing up. Now he's going out, staying with his friends, mingling. He has indulged in several bad habits by mixing with friends. Earlier, he used to pray 5 times. That is, he used to pray and fast from a young age. But now he spends the night out at the word of his friends. At one point, he started to get addicted. His friends told him that the real meaning of life lies in enjoying life in this way. May you rest in peace. Your mother is earning. He is earning for you. So it is your right to spend it. His friends were giving him this bad advice. From then on, he was spending his mother's hard-earned money as if he got it for free. He had no thoughts, no sense of responsibility in his mind. When he was young, he was always in front of his mother's eyes. Mother scolded him for any act, disciplined him, corrected his mistakes. But now he is growing up. Now he's going out, staying with his friends, mingling. He has indulged in several bad habits by mixing with friends. Earlier he used to pray 5 times, that is, he used to pray and fast from a young age, but now he spends the night out at the word of his friends. At one point he started to get addicted. His friends told him that the real meaning of life lies in enjoying life in this way. May you rest in peace. Your mother is earning. He is earning for you. So it is your right to spend it. His friends were giving him this bad advice. From then on, he was spending his mother's hard-earned money as if he got it for free. He had no thoughts, no sense of responsibility in his mind. When the time of Ramadan started, mother was fasting. Who said to the son of the head, "You start fasting with me now"? When you were little, you used to join me for sehri, iftar and fasting all day with me, and then you should pray all the prayers. And now that prayer and fasting have become obligatory upon you, do not fast, nor pray, nor recite the Quran. Who is spoiling you like this? Look, you stay away from these friends. But the boy used to say, if you fast, then it will be your deed. Please, don't follow me. During Ramadan, when the devil is restrained, even the bad jinns are not released, then people commit the crimes that they have already learned from the devil. Now that boy had become a gendarme too. One day the woman was advised by one of her neighbors, "You should marry your son. In this way he will be saved from corruption. If the wife comes, he will be under the control of the wife." Hearing such words from the mouth of his well-wisher, he decided the same and said, "You're right. I will give my son in marriage. Maybe she will understand her responsibilities after getting married. Now he is reckless, but the wife will definitely be corrected." Thinking about this, he decided that after the month of Ramadan, I will marry him. He was looking for a girl this time. He found a small family who were very religious and pious. The girl was also in front of them. He liked the girl the moment he saw her, so he decided to make her my son's wife. After fixing the conversation there, he thought, now I go and talk to my son about this. His son was at home. When the mother came back, the son asked, "Where have you been all this time?" After the mother told everything to the son said, "I can't get married now. I have no desire to get married." The mother explained to the son that the girl looks very beautiful. The most important thing is that the girl is very good. If you marry her, you will have a beautiful family. Son said, "Okay, I will do the marriage." In fact, the boy wanted to get away from his mother, but at the end of Ramadan, the mother gave her son's marriage to the girl. The girl was very nice. In the early days, she used to serve her mother-in-law a lot. By this, he began to feel great comfort. He was relieved as his wife would take care of all the housework from now on. Now you don't have to come to work outside and do the housework, because his wife used to do those things. The son also listened to his wife. He didn't go out much. The habit of intoxication was still present. But what was the use? After the arrival of his wife, he no longer spends the night outside. He also stopped hanging out with his friends. With his wife's understanding, he also started doing hard work. He obeyed everything his wife said. He had gone to the clutches of his wife in such a way that before he was not his mother. Now, after the arrival of his wife, he moved further away from his mother. When mother saw this, she also felt bad and suffered. That whatever I have done in the world, I have done it for my son. All my life and youth I gave up for my son. After the death of my husband, I spent my life making him my world. But he doesn't count me. He is taking responsibility of the family, but he is making his mother upset. So he went to his son's wife one day and said, "Tell my son to go and sit with his mother for a while." I don't know how the wife said this to her husband, and what happened to her husband, that he came to mother's bed in the night and overturned mother's bed with both hands and threw her to the ground. He then began to abuse his mother, saying, "How dare you say this to my wife? How much does the poor woman work all day, cooking, cleaning the dishes, preparing food, serving you and me? Yet you say he has a hold on me, taking me away from you. The old woman looked at her son in surprise, and he said, "Father, I did not say anything like that. I only said that you should give some time to mother." The boy said, "I have been watching you all day. I am no longer unemployed. According to my wife, I earn little. Full credit goes to my wife. What did you do in my life? For you, I was always away from home, staying outside. I was intoxicated. At least I stay at home listening to my wife." The mother was very sad to hear her son's words. This was the first time in his life that the boy raised his hand on her. He looked at his wife. He saw his son's wife smiling at him. The girl was actually very clever. Whatever he said was his move. He got up and left. Seeing this, the mother started crying. The wife wanted to throw her mother-in-law out of the house. His moves were spot on. Both husband and wife went to the room. The month of Ramadan has started. After that day, the old mother was completely silent. She had made a mistake once. She didn't want to make a second mistake. He did not say anything to his son's wife. They were doing sehri together. Now the boy was also fasting. Mother was happy to think that my son is now praying 5 times fasting. He got up to sleep, hoped son and son's wife would call him to sehri. Wife may call him after making bread. He was praying on an empty stomach. At one point he fainted there due to weakness. When he regained consciousness, it was time for iftar. Husband and wife were eating funny food together at iftar, but they did not get food for mother even for 1 bar. Mother's stomach could not bear the hunger. So he called his son, "Father, listen to me." The boy did not want to come. He came to his mother with a black face. He said, "Tell me what to say. You did not fast today. You used to ask me to fast a lot. He used to say that I do not break any fast. So?" Mother said, "Father, I have fasted today, but none of you called me to dinner. Ask your parents once." The boy got very angry after hearing this. He started saying, "Why are we your servants? My wife does so much work for you. She made bread for me. She also made bread for you." He said, "Call my mother. We called you many times, but you did not respond." The mother did not want to argue with her son. If he said to his son, "Father, when did you call me? I did not hear any call. I was waiting for your call, when you will call me for sehri iftar." He didn't say it and said, "Okay, leave it. Have you finished breaking the fast?" The boy said, "Yes, I did." Mother said, "Is there anything else to eat?" The boy got angry and said, "Do you think we are oppressing you? Didn't your grandmother ask you?" Mother said, "Nothing like that. I didn't say anything like that. I was just asking if there was anything to eat." The son said, "Go see what is there." My wife went to sleep. He was very tired. His son left there. Tears came to mother's eyes. He started thinking. The boy did not say for once, "Amajan, do you need anything?" On the contrary, he said, "Eat whatever you want. My wife serves everyone." It is not obligatory for him. The old woman got up from there and went outside in a hurry, hoping that grandma might have kept some food for him. But there all the plates were empty. There was not a single piece of bread. The poor man drank water and came home quietly. Then he stood to pray. but due to weakness, he fainted again and again. The next day, when it was time for Sehri, he thought, "Today I will go to Sehri by myself, otherwise they will not come to call me today." Thinking that, he went out, but his grandmother was not there, and neither was his son. It seemed as if they had gone somewhere outside. He thought, "I would rather make bread and not eat it." But when he went to make the bread, he saw that there was no dough left. He suffered a lot because of this. In the house where there is not even a grain left for him to eat. He was unwell the day before. He fainted again and again due to weakness. Today he could not get out of bed. He was lying in bed all day. But the son did not take notice even once when he came. It was time for iftar. But there was no one to provide water for him to break his fast. The mother lay there staring at the door, hoping that her son would come looking for her. Then a strange thing happened. Hungry, thirsty mother was lying in the house, and his only son was not going to see him for once. On the third day, grandmother said, "It has been 2 days today. Ammar has not come out of the house. Go and see if he is sick." The husband was very happy that my wife takes care of my mother. The boy entered the house and came to his mother and said, "Mum, get up, eat something, let's go. Your grandmother sent me here." But his mother was not moving an iota. Then he looked closely and noticed that Amma was no longer breathing. Then he started calling his wife, come quickly, Amma is no longer in the world. He departed from this world. I don't know when he died. Boomer suffered a little for humanitarian reasons, but in his heart he was happy. The old woman got rid of it. It was as if a burden fell from the head. Suppressing these feelings to show her husband, held her mother-in-law and started crying. "Ammajan, how did you leave us silently like this? Tell the son to be very repentant." He had been careless with his mother for so long. He did not care about his mother. It did not bring any happiness to the mother. Now, after the death of his mother, he felt remorse. He took great pains to arrange the burial of his mother's shroud. He began to pray to Allah, "May Allah forgive me. My mother was starving for 2 days, but I didn't pay any attention to him. He left the world hungry and thirsty, but Allah did not forgive him. Allah had to punish him in such a way that his whole world would turn upside down. One day when his wife was calling him at Sehri time, "Get up and do Sehri. Sehri time has passed. I made bread for you." As he got out of bed, his legs stopped working and he fell to the ground. He started shouting for his wife. When his wife came and tried to pick him up, he said, "I feel as if my legs are numb. I can't walk a single step." The wife immediately called Hakim. Hakim checked them and told them, "There is very bad news for you. Your husband's legs are numb. He will never be able to walk. That is, he is paralyzed." Hearing this, the sky fell on the boy's head. He realized that the way he treated his mother was the result of that. I would not have cared for my mother, or my mother would have left this world hungry and thirsty, or I would not have had this condition. She began to ask Allah for forgiveness day and night. "May Allah forgive me. I have caused so much pain to my mother. She left this world for me. I am my mother's killer. Forgive me." But now it was not possible to forgive. His mother had already departed from the world. His wife served 1 day in this state, 2 days. But the 3rd day came and said, "Look, I can't serve you anymore. No, I can be with you. It's been a lot. I'm still young. I can still get married if I want. You divorce me, I will not be able to stay with any poor, ill, lame husband." He had to divorce his wife. Now he was alone in the house. There was no one to serve him. No one was with him. She used to cry alone, but there was no one to see her cry. One night he dreamed that his mother came and tells him, "Father, what you have done to me is that God has punished you for him. But I'm your mother. My mind for you. God has made me a very beautiful palace in paradise. There I am very comfortable. But my baby, I'm very worried about you, because I can't see you in this situation. I will pray to Allah Ta'ala, so that my son will overcome this illness. And you could walk again." It was said that the mother went away. The water came to the eyes of the boy. She repented. "It is the mother whom I killed with great pain. Whoever did not give a drop of water to eat, give a leukemia food to eat. and whether that mother will recommend to God for me. The mother was saying what happened. At that time, the boy felt as if he was getting strength again on his feet. He could feel his feet. At first, he did not believe, but when he stepped up and walked to the ground, he believed. At the same time, fell in prostration and began to apologize to God. God forgave him too. He went ahead in his life. This illness taught him to know the real people, who will be on his side in time of danger, and who in good times explain. But sorry for a lifetime, his mother could never come back. Bandhura, mother is the only man who never wants his child bad. All the people on the world can be bad, but a mother will never want his child bad. Friends, mother, what things? Mother's love, what is the love of the mother? The children who do not have mothers, so why do we hurt that mother when we grow up? You will notice that before the kids eat a plate on a plate, this is just the mother. Why do we listen to them? I do not listen to the mother. I do not observe. Whenever mothers get their hands to God for prayer, only for their children. I never want anything for themselves. No one can ever repay this loan of the mother. They also bless the children as they die. But when they grow older, why do they leave their mother alone? Allah wants to bless Ta'ala and those whose parents are dead. Paradise, Firdus Nasib. Amin. Be sure to give a like to the video, and to get more Islamic videos regularly, subscribe to our Islamic channel and press the bell icon next to it.